Hey everyone, Kristen here. As you know, I believe homemade is best, but it doesn't need to be complicated. And I'm so excited to share with you today's recipe. It is the perfect recipe to make after a holiday when you have some leftover ham. We're going to make a delicious green bean potato and ham soup. This is a recipe from my childhood, and you guys are going to love it, not only because it tastes good, but it couldn't be easier to make. And let's be honest, after a holiday, we need easy. So let's get cooking. Really, this is a dump and cook recipe. I have 4 cups of low sodium chicken stock. You can use vegetable broth if that's what you have on hand. I also have 2 cups of water. I'm using a combination of water and chicken stock here, just because we're adding in ham, which is inherently salty. And even though I use homemade chicken stock, the majority of you are purchasing chicken stock, which comes in cartons that are only 4 cups. So I'm trying to save you money, and 2 cups of water will make this recipe just as delicious. I also have 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 2 teaspoons of onion powder. We're not sauteing up any onion here, which makes this super kid-friendly and easier to make. I also have 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt. Feel free to use kosher salt if you don't have seasoned salt on hand, and 1/2 teaspoon, of course, ground black pepper. I'm adding in 28 ounces of canned drained green beans. Feel free to use 1 pound of fresh green beans that have been diced, the ends diced and cut in half. That will work just as well in this recipe. And I have about 4 cups here of Yukon Gold potatoes. This is a recipe you want to use waxy potatoes. Red potatoes would work, new potatoes would work, Yukon Gold. You can peel them or you don't have to peel them. If you only have russet potatoes, peel the potatoes, and then you want to dice your potatoes into about 1.5 inch chunks there so that they'll cook up. I also have 2 cups of sorry about that. 2 cups of leftover diced ham there. You can use any ham you like. I have some leftover Instant Pot ham there. Just gonna give that a stir. That's it. I told you guys this was a dump and cook, easy recipe, and that's all there is to this soup. So we're gonna pop our lid on our Instant Pot. Make sure your venting knob is pointed towards sealed. And to set the cooking time, we're only going to cook for 5 minutes on high pressure. That's enough time for the potatoes to become tender and the green beans and the ham to soak up all the delicious flavors in that broth. Our soup has cooked and I have let the pressure release naturally on its own. You want to leave at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes for a soup this full is optimal, but 10 minutes will do if you're in a rush. And you can open up your Instant Pot. That's it. I mean, that's all there is to this soup. The potatoes are perfectly cooked, I can tell already. And they've absorbed some of that rich broth. They're even more golden in color. This takes me back to being a child. My papa used to make this soup with leftover ham, and it was one of our favorites, the kids especially, because it was simple ingredients that we recognized and loved. It's pretty hot here, but I've got to go in for a bite. The potato is falling apart, and it's really super flavorful. And the green beans here, The broth is a little bit smoky from the ham. Everything is absolutely delicious, and it is super easy to make. The ultimate recipe after a holiday. For another easy recipe using leftover ham, be sure to catch my next recipe where I share with you how to make Instant Pot ham and cheese pasta. Until next time, happy cooking.